Welcome back, Arcanist Armory fans, to Season 3, Episode 11. The party has defeated the boss gnome illusion, only one of them single-handedly, and true, he didn't even hit him, but
I think he did this killing blow.
I
think he did the killing blow.
Oh. He missed literally every attack after his hand was stolen by the nether.
Well.
Oh well.
Okay.
And the party has been
carried off triumphantly.
Abducted.
Otherwise known as carried off triumphantly.
Right. Okay.
All right.
So as you guys are being carried away by the crowd of your fellow
Warren.
Yes. From your fellow Warren members, you watch as a little bit off to the side, you see your Warren Elder, Elacia, in a conversation with the two Dragonborns, which Chica has not seen before. And the rest of the party knows them as the ones that brought them over to the reenactment.
Hello again.
They are not close enough that you can really interact with them. You just see them kind of off to the side talking.
Cool.
And as you are carried into the festivity area, there are cheers that kind of shake some dirt loose from the ceiling. For your kobold, that's normal. And there is food and drink that is spread out for everybody. There's some of the group kind of separates off to go prepare a place for like a band and storytelling.
There's a pair of angry blacksmiths that are mad that no cheering about their armor was performed.
It's just one angry blacksmith. I still have someone's crossbow.
You do, but not the person
It never got shut off.
It is not my fault. Actually, no, I can spin this. We're good. I have a story. We're good.
So you have.
I can make this work. What's my deception? Oh, this will be a straight roll. That'll be fun.
You have from before. There's where they are. You have Salamander, the blacksmith, who loaned you the crossbow from his paladin friend, and Corix, who loaned you the plate.
It's okay, I have a story. We're good.
Anyway, so they are among the group, although they are currently not
speaking to you.
I am in the middle of stuff.
They currently recognize this as the middle of festivity, not necessarily the place to go say, "Hey, can I have my stuff back?"
Yeah, I am a bit of moment.
They're kind of caught up in the festivities of everything.
They're just excited. They're probably just excited that their stuff was used for such a
they're more excited. They're more excited, and there's talk about like what happened, and the light that appeared and stuff. And so they're kind of busy with other things. It probably tomorrow or some other time that they will actually remember that they loaned you stuff and be worried about it. Among the food and drink, there are meats and breads and some dishes made with mushrooms and other funguses that are commonly eaten among your warren. In fact, there's a whole farm dedicated to growing the fungi and mushrooms. And amongst them, there are also ornately carved glass vials with gold rings around them. They're filled with a reddish liquid, and there's only a couple of them kind of scattered among the table, and most people aren't partaking of it.
Would we know what it is?
You
You're gonna
can
find
make
out.
a nature or history check.
That is not how you roll dice. Good job.
A Narcana check.
And narcotics check.
Narcana. Is it
I mean, it was-
magically laced?
I think it was 17. Religion or history?
Yes, if you would like to make an arcana check, they're
19.
magically laced.
19.
Okay, so you know this as the fairy dragon's breath, which
Ooh.
is a hallucinogenic that
Drugs.
It's
if
Narcana.
taken too much of can cause people to pass out.
Ah, we'll not partake of drugs. Got it.
Could be fun though.
It passes
Could be
Narcana.
death, though.
It's probably was brought by somebody to have a good time with.
I'll drink the rest.
Chat.
But most people are not partaking of this.
Fairy Dragon's Fire. I don't have a water flask.
You do see a couple of
No, you sacrificed to the void.
you do see a couple of tables that are setting up for various games. You see an area that is where there are
This is a sign. I am not supposed to gamble.
there are several traps being set up by various people. Kind of a trap judging area, as well as a storyteller and some people that are dragging out some gnome effigies and setting up a place for a gnome toss.
If I have a choice, I'd wander over to storytellers because I want to hear what stories they're telling them. And if there's any recent ones. If I'm done being swept away, I would go to the storytellers.
Yeah, once you guys are in the party area, they kind of just disperse out into the general,
Cool.
having a good time,
Celebratory.
celebrating.
What is the fairy dragon fire being dispensed from?
They currently are just in little vials that are on the table. There's about
See if
3
I can
vials,
Cool.
one of which looks partially used.
All the better. I will attempt to finish filling that vial with oil from my flask.
Yeah.
I want to decide. I am trying to invent hallucinogenic salve.
Okay,
That sounds useful for traps.
so you're filling it with oil.
Yeah, the half empty one, I'm mixing oil into it.
Okay,
See if it makes
Goes to a party. Tries to be an inventor.
you get some weird looks
From your party members.
from the general everybody. But you're also just the hero, so most people kind of ignore what you're doing.
Cool. If it works for creating a hallucinogenic salve, I want to apply it to my wrist.
Okay, so you apply this oil infused
We're gonna get gangrene lizard
to your wrist.
My hand.
Well, probably the one that I was mixing it with.
You mix it.
Okay.
There's ways of doing one head.
Make a con save.
I have a hand.
It worked. My hand is back. He's lost his mind.
20.
Oh dear.
Okay. The from what you don't really have a lot of experience with this drug.
Mhm.
But you've put some on your wrist, and you do kind of see a shimmering hand where your hand that has been taken was previously.
Oh, I can hallucinate. I have a hand now.
Beyond that, everything else looks normal.
Cool. This is definitely a substance that I need. I will pocket one more vial of that.
Okay. Yeah.
Greedy banker to drug addict. Oh, how the mighty fall.
Oh, wait.
He's not addicted yet.
Yes.
It's not for the buzz, it's for traps.
Right. Yeah. Okay. And wandering over to the storyteller. Seems like this one is more dedicated to telling a specific story, but it's not necessarily about what just happened.
Okay.
It seems like just the general gossip is about what happened.
I don't listen to that, but I'm curious what everyone's saying. Not that we've had a moment to discuss what actually happened this time.
You can make an intelligence check to see what you're able to glean from.
Sorry about that. 5-year-olds.
Yep.
All right, I was going to make a roll.
Yes, you were going to make either an intelligence
Yes. Okay.
check. Not a fake, just a check.
It's very hard to read this twice. 9 + 4 is 13.
Okay. You're able to get in the general, just listening to the crowd and wandering around. You're able to get a general, just a general idea of people just talking about it, being like, "Oh, what happened there?" It's something that who gave Carlos stuff, or is it something that Kevin did that made a pact with some strange being, or what's happening?
Okay.
Just that general. We're not sure what happened, and we're not sure if it's Kevin's fault or if it's Carlos's fault, or if it's something that has nothing to do with either of them.
So safe to say the firing on the cobalt has been forgotten.
Oh yeah, the fact that you other than Chica and you and the party, probably the rest of them won't remember that because it got upstaged
I can
by
hear that. Settle.
the solar barge that appeared in the middle
Settle.
of the reenact.
Settle.
Anyway,
Thank you.
you don't
Bye.
hear much about it. You do
Sorry.
hear a couple of the a couple of the trainees kind of from the a couple of Chica's fellow trainees that are kind of in the corner, kind of talking about each other, but it's too quiet for you to actually be able to hear over the general noise.
Okay. Downstairs, please. Ben.
Not you.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'm gonna take off my gnome costume.
Okay. Yeah, take up your gnome costume. A couple of your training buddies come over and they're like, "Oh, that was so cool. How'd you get in?"
They asked me if I wanted to be a distraction. I said yes.
Dang.
Where's
And then you
the
see the other one that was kind of hired with you. He's like, "Oh, God, I didn't do that."
You should have been there. But you were.
Like,
I will fight, but I'll win. Are we gonna actually fight now?
What I just say during the break.
That's a 14. So not super intimidating.
Yeah, but with the fact that you are like counted among the champions and stuff, he kind of backs off.
That's what I thought.
Don't feed me to the sun.
Is there the elder, by the way?
Um,
Get downstairs. Like, oh my
Okay.
gosh, 5-year-olds.
So in the name of science, while disaster is being avoided on the other side of the room, I will go chuck the remainder of my vial of hallucinogenic ointment into the storyteller's fire to add flair to his stories.
Do I see him do this?
not
And
yet.
do I have time?
Not yet. Do I see him do this?
Are you paying attention to him?
I was paying attention to the general public.
You see him make his way towards the fire
The story.
with the vial, the storytelling fire with the vial. You do not.
No one
You
purpose.
do not know his intention.
Yet.
Okay. You just throw it in.
Mhm.
How far away?
I mean, not the vial. I just dumped the substance in.
Oh, you
but-
dump it in?
Yeah.
Okay. Make a dex save.
Cool.
I think he
You are
just-
dumping oil on a fire.
Only half of it.
And half.
And half mushrooms.
And have
It's like
and have dry mold stuff.
8.
Good.
Okay.
Deserves to get burnt.
You take 2 points of fire damage
Huh.
as it
You're
gets
almost
really
dead.
hot, right? And you drop the vial.
Apparently, anything but falling, my character takes 2 damage from. Lose a hand, get hit in the face by fire blast.
It's not particularly damaging. It's just enough to make you draw your hand back, drop the vial, and draw your hand back from it.
Well, I planned on stepping away to see what was going to happen anyway.
We're not quite fast.
Uh,
At this point, you do notice that there is a little bit of a brighter flash on the fire, and then Carlos is stepping away from the fire.
He's high on drugs.
and a sector of the party might be soon.
Excuse me?
As you do, like a little bit of the smell of burning mold kind of it comes from that side of the party.
Oh no! You just made it airborne.
He did make it airborne.
Oh, dear.
Let's just pretend that wasn't my intention from the beginning.
Okay. And you do see
Ooh, this party just got a lot worse.
If it works, then I want the other file. But no, I have the second of three.
you do see a
There's still one at the table.
there are a few kobolds that are nearer to the fire that become
Drugged.
become unintentionally drugged.
Stoned.
But the rest of the party, it just doesn't smell so great.
Hey. About 5-10 foot range.
Yeah.
I can work on loading this into my flame spike traps.
Here.
You can do as you wish with it.
All right.
You figure that because of the airborne nature of it, it wasn't as potent as if someone had actually ingested it.
Yeah.
And you're not sure if the spectral hand that you're seeing is because you put drugs on your hand, or if that's just like a side effect of the tingling that you've been feeling this entire time since you stuck your hand in the portal.
Yeah. Sounds right.
Yeah.
I guess my next question for science would be, can I actually pick anything up with my spectral hand? That I can at least verify.
You are not able to at this moment pick anything up with your spectral hand.
Cool. Can I feel things that are inside the object I'm touching?
Your hand kind of passes through the object, and you can feel that it passes through the object, but you can't actually interact with the object.
Cool.
And most of the kobolds around you, seeing you do that stuff with the fire and then stroking random things with your hand, with your missing hand, are assuming that you have been intoxicated as well.
It's reasonable.
Just go talk to her.
Yes, go downstairs quietly.
So anyway, so is there anything you guys would like to accomplish during this celebration?
Oh dear.
Um,
I'll tell you later.
is
Now. Sorry.
the wizard from the magic shop?
Yes, I have to remember his name. Yes, Landrum is there.
Cool.
Most of the colony is there in one form or another.
Yeah, I will go and ask him the following questions in order, unless one of them sidetracks him.
Okay.
Do you know what you gave me that lets me summon boats?
I think you did that on your own.
Oh,
Is there anything about it?
I deal with alchemical stuff, not magic, showy stuff like that. Definitely not something.
oh. Then I will hold up the vial and say, do you have any suggestions on how to incorporate this in my traps? I found that burning it spreads the effect, but dissipates it pretty strongly.
Any way you can get it inside of a person so they can drink it is good. I don't usually deal like directly with that other than like people wanting to have it to have a good time, bud.
Okay. Do you know the formula?
I know the mold that can be dried and mixed to make it, yes.
Hmm.
However, after watching what you did with it, your experimentation, I would be hesitant to give you that at this moment. I don't think you are ready for it.
I don't know. I'm pretty close to an honored alchemist in the city. I've lost half of my
You lost your hand, and that was not an outcome of gold feelings.
By the way, can you see this new one?
I do not see your new hand. Have you been taking some?
No.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's good to know, though. No further questions.
Okay.
I was gonna ask.
Congratulations. Enjoy your party.
Thank you.
Is the warden around? The person in charge that may or may not get us in trouble for cheating.
elder?
The elder, yeah.
After a few minutes, you do see that Elisha does walk into the party and begins interacting with the festivities as someone of high station
Doesn't appear to be
still
mad.
but is still having a good time. She does occasionally look over in the direction of Chica and the rest of you, but she seems to be at this moment just letting the party happen, and not if she is mad at you for cheating, it's not going to be brought up here.
Okay. Is awkward. Also, we don't know where cat is.
Not a clue.
You have several clues.
Wibbly wobbly time wimey.
So is there anything else you guys would like to do in the party before we move on?
I don't know. Between hallucination and several times at 1 hit point today, I think I'm pretty close to tapped out.
I'll just eat, listen to stories, and just generally enjoy the party.
Okay.
I'm just going to quietly sit in the corner to make sure there aren't any lingering effects of my experimentation.
There doesn't seem to be too many lingering effects of your experimentation. Most of it seems to clear up once the smell of burning mold dissipates.
Cool. But my perception of a spectral hand does not.
You still have a spectral hand according to your knowledge. Yes.
Cool. Let's see. I don't have any ways of testing that other than trying to kill kobolds, which I'm not going to do. So that will be experimentation. Oh, I might sneak out early and see if there are any traps that I set up that I can disarm if they're still armed before the tipsy party goers go home.
Okay.
Maybe don't kill them afterwards.
Right.
Can you remember where
I
the
did
wizard's
not
houses
know.
are?
I did not know what traps you set up.
I set up a fire prod and bear trap in front of the house of the 3 different wizards that I knew that weren't her.
Okay.
I think it was 2 houses.
And I think I only managed to actually set up the fire trap on one of them and the bear trap on 2, but
okay. You are able to retrieve one of your bear traps.
okay.
The other bear trap,
There's 2 have triggered.
it is not,
Or is
it is
missing.
just not where you left it
Okay.
or where you remember leaving it.
At least there's not a wizard stuck in it, so cool.
You know what? So with that, the party starts winding down as the day gets later. And did you say it's time?
No, it's pretty much time. Then we can call it.
And then as it starts to wind down, Alicia does come over and finds the four of you and pulls you to the side of the
Did I go back to the
dissipating
party?
you are found by someone else and brought back to the party, to where Elisha is meeting with the other three, including Chica. Um,
There has been a sign of the gods that we chose wrong.
says, congratulations on becoming champions, for surviving the Night of a Thousand Pits.
She does
that's,
not.
that's pretty close to the number of times I called him.
As
Good
the
job, Carrot.
champions, I have something that I would like to talk to you, but I'll talk to you about it tomorrow.
Mhm.
Tonight, just get some rest, and meet me at town hall tomorrow.
Mayor girl.
The entire time, she is just looking straight at Chica. I will talk to all of you about it tomorrow.
Okay, doodles.
Okay. And with that, we will see you next time for episode 12.